Hi, everyone, and thank you for spending your time to visit my page and watch this video. This was actually just a random video. It's actually my lunchtime from work, and it's 1:38 in the morning right now. Yes, I'm working on a graveyard shift, and I was just scrolling through Facebook, and I've seen a post about like a summarization about a book. Um, and it is all about the 10 lessons from the art of public speaking by Dale Carnegie. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. But, anyways, public speaking. If you say public speaking, it's something that a lot of people are afraid to do right now during my free time. I don't have anything else to do, so I guess I want to create this content just to help, those people who are still stuck on their comfort zone, and it's just something that you want to enhance, moving forward, because when you say public speaking, you can use this on interviews, you can use this to promote your business, or it's just a very useful um, like skill that you can actually practice on. And I have here 11 lessons. Actually, it's just 10 from the original post, but then I've added just one based from my own experience. And it's an experience that I'm still working on up until right now. And I don't have any phone, so it's been a long time since I uploaded a video. I am just using my laptop webcam and my headset right now to, just kind of pull off this video. Anyways, I've learned these lessons as well from my pastor, Pastor Danis Serrano. I'll be putting, his picture anywhere here on the screen. Anyway, so the first one is you become interested in other people. So at the end of the day, at the end of your speaking engagement, at the end of the session, it's not always about the speaker, or it's not always about you, but it's always about your audience. Um, the most important thing to remember when speaking to an audience is that they are the most important person or people in the room. Your audience is the one who needs to focus on their needs or their interests, and you have to catch their attention. So, in catching their attention, you have to make sure that how you speak has actually an impact. So, basically, when you start a speaking engagement, you have to make sure that your audience, or let's say the topic that you're going to provide or to speak about, is something that your audience would be able to relate. And that's one thing that I've learned because, you know, if we are new in the speaking, um, like in this public speaking industry or world, we we've actually experienced that, at least once in our life, that we were invited at a speaking engagement, and the topic is something that we cannot relate to. So it actually removes your interest to listen, and it's just something that you're not really comfortable to listen or to finish like the whole session. So that's what I've learned about. Next is to also smile. Smiling makes you confident, and I do believe that sometimes it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. um, it may be a simple phrase, or it may be a simple paragraph, but how you say it would actually leave an impact to your audience. And aside from that, if you smile, it would actually put your audience at ease, or they would actually feel comfortable to watch you speak. And aside from that, smiling has actually a positive effect on your physical body. It allows you to relax, it allows you to um, like just gain that kind of confidence to speak and just to continue, your topic. Number three is enthusiasm. So enthusiasm is contagious. So I would always like to think about a topic that my audience would be interested to. If not, you have to like provide simple activities, icebreakers that would catch their attention, And it's also a nice thing that your games, your icebreaker or activity would actually relate, or it would be connected to the topic that you're speaking about. Next is to speak clearly and slowly. This is actually what I've learned, moving forward, when I entered in the BPO industry or call center industry. Um, it actually, like, it helped me to like practice speaking more slowly. I don't know. I just have this perception before that when you speak faster in English, it makes you look intelligent, but it's not how it works. Sometimes you just need to slow down, because it would actually help you to say or pronounce words much clearer rather than speaking faster. Speaking clearly and speaking slowly would actually help you to just relax and to think about what you want to say next. And if you mumble, if you stutter, if you speak, swiftly, your audience would have a hard time to understand what you're saying. Next is use simple language. I don't know, it's just, is it a stereotype that when you use difficult words or deep words, it makes you sound or it makes you look brilliant? But it's actually not. It actually makes your audience have a hard time to like understand what you're saying. It's nice to just use simple words, understandable words in which even, you know, like children, kids, teenagers can actually understand or relate. Avoid using jargons, like terms that not everyone could understand, and technical terms as well. Um, you know, it depends on what topic that you have. Next is tell stories. Yes. So stories are a great way to engage your audience and make your points more memorable. So this is actually what my pastor Danis taught me, that if you don't have any idea what to talk about, if you can't think of any topic that you would like to share, you can always go back to your experiences. You can always go back to like your pains, your your learning process, or what you've learned through your life, your experiences, your fears. You can even use your fears, your pain in life, you can use it as your topic. And it's not just a topic because it's gonna be memorable because it's based from your experience. So when you actually pick a topic that is related to you, it would help you to sound more authentic, original, because it's based from your experience, and you won't really have a hard time to create like points because you've experienced it. So it's a lot easier to share. Number 7, I told you this is just gonna be a very quick video. I don't know if I'm going to edit this or not. Anyways, number 7 is ask questions. So it won't hurt to ask questions at all. Actually, it would help you understand your audience more. It would help you understand what they want to hear, and what they want to listen. Aside from that, by asking questions, you would actually gain more knowledge, more ideas, and more information about what you would like to speak or what you would like to share. So, asking questions would also make your audience feel involved. For example, like let's say your topic is all about, let's say, childhood or like emotional trauma. You can ask the audience, who here has experienced emotional trauma? So something like that. So a lot of them would like, oh, me, I experienced that when I was still a child, something like that. So it would make them feel that they're included to your topic. And aside from that, at the end of your session or at the end of your speaking engagement, you can actually also ask questions to, whoever is your audience. Like, did I do great? Did my, or is my grammar correct? Um, what areas should I need to improve on? So, um, asking questions can actually provide you constructive criticisms that you can actually use on your next speaking engagements. Next is vary your tone of voice. So do not drone on in a monotone voice. So this is actually a monotone voice, and I would like to share about public speaking. See, it doesn't sound very interesting at all because you're just using one tone. So like what I'm doing, and I am currently still enhancing, I'm using different tones to emphasize different points. Just what I'm doing right now. Different points to keep your audience engaged. So if you want to emphasize something, you can, you can change your tone. You can make it higher. Like if you want, let's say, let me think of an example. Let's say your public speaking is all about confidence. You can say something like, "You cannot teach what you don't know." See, like that tone would actually catch your audience attention. Oh, the tone on that specific phrase is different. I think it's something important, something like that. So it's not good to always use monotone voice because you would sound boring, you would sound unprofessional, and you would sound like you don't know what you're actually saying. So that's one of the key points on that book. Next is use gestures and facial expressions. I've learned this because when you use gestures, I don't know, I just feel confident. And even before, when I was still working in the BPO industry, in call center, I, even though I don't have any physical audience in front of me, even though it's just like a call or just monitor, I don't see the customer at the back. I use, gestures to emphasize what I want to say, what I want to imply. Aside from that, you can also use facial expressions like smiling or serious when you want to emphasize a point. And it would make your presentation, or it would make your speech more lively. It would actually make your audience listen more and watch you more. Um, Next is this is actually one point that I added, and this is my weakness, and I'm still working on it currently. Stop using fillers. This is true. Sometimes if I don't know what to say, I use and it doesn't really sound professional, and that is true. I actually watched a video about fillers. It's not actually really good in public speaking because it takes away your credibility. It actually removes your confidence, and the audience seem to feel like you don't know what you're saying. I also learned from that video to just pause. If you don't know what to say next, just pause. Just be silent for a couple of seconds or minutes. The advantage of pausing, it would help you to think more of what you want to say next. It would also like give your audience some time to think about what you just said, and it would also like give this feeling that what you just recently said is something important and we have to meditate on that. It's just based from my experience because fillers is not really good. I agree, but it's something that I cannot take whenever I'm speaking as of the moment. Maybe I still lack confidence and my vocabulary is not that wide yet for me to just say whatever I want to say. So it's still something that I'm currently focusing on. And last but not the least, thank you so much for staying at the end of this video. Practice, practice, practice. What I'm doing right now is just practicing. In a couple of minutes, I'm gonna go back to work. And the more you practice, the more confident you will become. So if you won't practice, it won't actually like enhance your tone. You won't enhance your grammar, you won't enhance your confidence, you won't practice your like this the gestures, your facial expressions, and point 1 up to 10 is just nothing if you won't practice. So the more you practice, the more that you will like make make point 1 up to 10 like a routine whenever you speak. So the more you practice before your speaking engagement, the better your presentation will be. And I also agree that the more you practice, then the more mistakes you will have, and the more mistakes, then the more corrections, and more corrections, more wisdom and knowledge, to whatever you want to say. And I think that's all for this video. I don't think I have time to edit this. I'll go ahead and upload this as soon as possible, so you guys can actually watch this right away. um See, I'm using fillers. If you have any questions, comments, or any topics that you would like me to discuss next time, just comment down below. And yeah, I think it's time for me to go back to work. Thank you, and God bless you today.